But anyways, Reid's origin story. Let's get into that.
Welcome to episode 6.
Six.
We don't need to say 6 that
Six.
much. Okay, see now we've gone overboard.
Six.
Welcome to episode 6 of the main story. I am one of your usual co-hosts, Kingston Robinson, aka
You're by yourself now,
aka Adrian Armour.
Who are all these three people right next to you?
Well, the three people that are next to me are obviously all Pioneers affiliate. I mean, first of all, look at the incredible Rose hoodie that we got going on right now. Came out in the fall capsule drop. Go to Raven.com to get your Rose hoodie
versus jersey.
And then while you're at Raven, you can go ahead and get one of these. Just delectable. I don't think that's used in fashion.
What does that word even mean?
Delectable?
Usually like tasty, you know, it's like a dessert, maybe. Like super
so that
never,
ice cream is
like
delectable.
delicious?
Like that first old-fashioned.
Wait, why wouldn't you just say delicious?
Yeah,
it's
delicious.
like you're
Because
using an extra
elevated.
syllable.
Delicious is overused. Everyone can use delicious.
So you're trying too
but
hard.
I want our viewers to elevate their vernacular.
I respect
and use
that.
words like.
I respect that.
See, instead of saying vocabulary, he said
Look,
Our
look.
lexicon.
Bro, are we just like adding? Yeah, we're just adding syllable to words. Is that how do you expand vocabulary?
There's going to be somebody that watches this and be like, you know what? Vernacular. I ain't heard that in a long time. I'm about it.
My vocabulary is terrible.
I've been using
grammar.
dichotomy
Oh, for
very
real?
frequently.
You use that.
I use
today.
that.
Matter of fact,
during
yep.
Yeah,
And we
because-
both
yeah, we
looked
both-
at
we
each
were
other
like,
like,
oh.
this is that okay.
I swear to God, I've been using that at least once a day. I really don't even know the actual like what it means.
Oh, you just heard it in context.
I'm just like, man, that sounds fire.
It did when you said it. It did.
Like the different dichotomies between social media and like I don't even know what it means, but I know it works. You know
it
what
worked.
I mean?
I didn't question it. It sounded good.
That is true. So, to introduce the people at the table with me today, first we'll start right across from me. We got the homie, the one that hates content, the one that you've heard speak behind the camera, but now you see in front.
Yep.
The social media guru.
2023, different year,
Different.
new year, new me.
Look at him, the homie Matt Ness. He in the building.
Matt Ness
He's
in the building. What's up?
Right next to him, we have a man that
Twinning.
out here in the crispy rose hoodie. Football player.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah,
though. Football player.
I did play
Football
football.
player. Cybersecurity. Cracked out Overwatch. Going crazy on the Twitch, on the YouTube, on Twitter. It's the boy Reid. Shout out Rhido in the building. We got him right here. Yes, sir.
Used to be Mutiger.
Yeah, used to be.
Yep.
Mutiger.
I got that too.
MU.
It's MU Tiger.
Bro, I've
MU
never been
Tiger.
introduced
MU
like that
Tiger.
before. It was MU Tiger, but
I
like
thought it was Mutiger at first. I was like, what
it's
is
okay.
this?
So everyone in
did.
the entire
It's
world.
okay, I'm a KU
It was
fan,
only
so
MU
it's-
Tiger to me. Like
No, once I realized through the research,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, MU Tiger. He wore 74. 74. Okay.
yeah. 74 is my favorite number. So
Yeah, I was
that's why
always
then-
curious on why 74.
I was just my football number that I had since I was like in
Obviously
flag
not when he was born.
I was
Usually
labeled
people throw numbers at
74.
the end of their gamer tag of like, oh, blah, 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 95. And it's like,
No, I
oh,
was
okay,
not
that's
born.
when you were born.
Born in 2001.
1974, baby.
1974.
2001. Okay, we're going to get to that in a second.
Yeah.
And then, of course, next to the homie Reid, we have probably one of the hardest working people that I never have gotten to see work hard, but things keep happening.
Yep.
So I
Facts,
know
facts.
that she's working hard.
Lissa's the
Facts.
unspoken goat.
Right.
Yes.
I just don't understand. So it's been a pleasure to meet you and do all of the things that we have done today. It is the chief of staff, Lissa, in the building. Dub in some applause in there or something. I don't know.
We will.
Click the button.
Okay, cool.
Click the button.
Click
Let me
Get
get
a
up.
green screen fire explosion. Let me get that too.
Oh, yeah.
So, as we alluded to just earlier, we just got done with an event with the Boys and Girls Club and
Yeah.
us and Generation Esports, and it was a blast. I would love if we got to share our own perspectives of it. I know we got to presentate, we got to feed some kids, we got to rap in the booth with some kids, we got to do a lot of things. So
No,
Matt,
Lissa, would
please
you
take.
like? No.
Okay,
I'm gonna counter that.
Okay.
And instead,
Flip Uno reverse.
Flip it
Uno.
over to the person that like usually spearheads all these events
Yes.
that we do with Boys and Girls Club and just other organizations around the city. So, Lissa, tell us a little bit about your job and how this Boys and Girls Club went and what went into setting it up.
Yeah, so I'll first start off with the event. So today, and thank you guys all for participating, we hosted a lunch and learn for the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kansas City, and we had several clubs come out, and there were about 20 high schoolers and middle schoolers who came to hang with us for the day. And so we had several presentations, including Matt and Kingston. They both gave their take on their stories into content creation and social media and just the state of what that is today. And then we also heard from Let's Game and Generation Esports just on career opportunities in esports. And so that's actually one of my favorite parts of my job is helping run our partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kansas City, whether it's doing a monthly speaker series there or the Rocket League tournaments that we've had before. I just love that we are able to kind of give back to the city that's given so much to us. And so it was awesome to see the kids out today. I played Super Smash Bros. For the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I won. I won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played against a Boys and Girls Club child and Neil from from
Jenny.
From Generation Esports for me, excuse me. So yeah, but it was awesome. So I was pretty proud of myself.
Who did you play as?
This princess girl. I'm not
Princess,
sure.
Princess Peach.
Princess Peach.
She didn't have blonde hair. She had brown hair.
Oh, Daisy.
She had like a yellow dress, maybe.
Yeah, Daisy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Daisy has brown hair with a yellow dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was a
I'll
good time.
roll with it. I don't
And
really
we
know.
had Price Chopper out and Guy Snacks.
Yep.
They hooked us up with some good food, some lemonade. Life was good. And it was just awesome to hang out with the kids and watch them do what they love, and that we could kind of champion them and support them in their esports and gaming careers.
Real quickly, since it's fresh on our mind,
Yeah.
I want to go around and get everybody's favorite moment of the event. I know it was a short one. It was about 4 hours long, and it just happened. So what was everybody's favorite event? I'll go first. I think mine, and I'll probably steal it from someone, and probably Kingston, but mine was definitely all the kids rapping in our street.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think, that was my favorite.
I've been in the booth.
Reid?
My favorite was low key while you guys were giving the speeches, how engaged, like, even though, like, you know how it is, like, they're kids in
Yeah.
classrooms. We've all been there, not engaged. Someone's presenting, don't care, whatever. But everyone seemed to be engaged and actually, like, interacting and asking questions and, like, good questions, not dumb questions, while also having fun questions and, like, good responses. It was just overall, like, it felt more like a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And like
you were talking to the kids instead of talking at the kids.
Yeah. You weren't just no one was like really just like reading off the projector, calling it like, oh, this is any questions? No. But like, nah, there was like interaction. That was probably my favorite part.
A projector,
yeah.
Kind of dating.
Or
I didn't know
like,
there was a
I'm sorry,
projector in
it was
there.
like the TV, the projector, TV projector, projection. So.
What about you, Lissa?
So my favorite part is there was this really enthusiastic kid in the back, and he was asking these awesome questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then he asks Kingston to do some sort of Michael
Oh.
Jackson impersonation. And it was amazing. And we were all worried for his jeans, but they persevered.
Facts.
And
Shout out Calvin Klein.
yeah, and you just
Shout
like
out.
a champ. And that was awesome.
Calvin Klein.
Favorite moment.
Yeah, you did kind of bust out the Michael Jackson moves.
You
right?
did.
That was pretty
Okay,
clean.
Like
First of
they
all-
just asked for the but
Right.
you like when you did the
Yeah.
360, you flung the knee, you
Well,
spun
But
around.
you got to, though. I feel like you have to.
You have to get into character.
Because every time we've done a massive filming, I've been asked to do
That's
that.
true.
You have
When we
been.
did the decal filming, it
Yeah.
was just like, you have to do the hee-hee. And I was like, I'm already wearing the jacket.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were fully for the decal video though. You were like fully in character.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you like it almost felt required for you to sing or to.
I don't know why.
but because you had the jacket, you had the record,
yeah.
you had
Only if
everything.
you had a wig that was like a perm.
Bro,
that-
first of all, I was
Perfect.
looking.
Yeah.
I was looking. Okay, so my favorite moment from the event, honestly, it was. So this sounds really weird, but it was the time where I like snaked through the tables and I started to see
Oh.
Yes,
like
Bro, yeah.
That
the
was-
light
that
bulbs
one
start
was-
to fire
That
up.
was badass.
that was
And,
Yeah.
and it
that was
was
godlike. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Typical.
It was only because I know how it feels to sit in,
Yeah.
as you said, a presentation or something
Yeah.
like that. Now, I never got a presentation of what we're bringing to the table because if that was the case, I would have been locked in. I'd be like, I'm bringing my controller from home. We're gonna be in it. So I saw some that were like teetering on the line of like, this could be cool, but I feel that it would be like weird to show how cool it was. So it's like I wanted to break that barrier. Hey, I'm gonna converse with you. What do you like to do? What do you love to do? And I feel that everything that we do here like powers. It is powered by that love and passion of what we do, because as we joked about, it's not about the money. It's not about the clout. It's not anything like that. This is literally powered by the things that we love to do. So I wanted them to feel that, like when the one girl in the back said, I love dancing. That was like the first time she had broke out from that corner from being back there for a little bit. And I was like, okay, I got y'all. Let's keep this going. So that was probably my favorite, because it let me know that anything that happens after this, they're going to be locked in. I know I can set Matt up for the main event because they're going to be in. I know they're going to be ready for this break because they're like, okay, let's decompress and then let's get back in there and roll with it. So that was definitely my favorite part. And then, of course, seeing them all game and have fun and just being able to relax and not have to worry about anything in the moment other than, like, there was plenty of food, there was plenty of drink, there was plenty of games. Like, everybody just had a good time.
They were eating up that James.
James lemonade.
Love that fruit punch.
Holy.
But I like the point you brought up. You know, getting these kids engaged with something is kind of hard. You know, because Sissel, the director, what's his official title at Boys and Girls Club? Sissel. Sissel, he's runs
our main contact at the Boys.
He runs like
our POC.
He's like
just our primary.
He's our primary contact. He does a lot of help at the Boys and Girls Club, and he told us directly. He's like, your guys' presentation was by far the most engaged out of any other business, because a majority of the time, the people that are talking to these kids are just like, and I'm not trying to dog on any of the other brands that have talked for Boys and Girls Club, but a lot of the time it's just boring business talk and these kids don't want to just sit there and listen to it. Yeah. And I think it's super special, and it makes me happy. And kind of going back to your point is, like, whenever you're talking in front of a group of kids and there's that one kid that's just been silent the whole hour, and then you're the one that like got them to talk, like you can feel it. Like it's so small and no one ever notices that. But as a presenter, and when you're up there and that kid speaks out that you weren't expecting them to ask a question in the first place, like that, you can feel it, and it really means a lot. So the Boys and Girls Club presentations were fire, and I can't wait to keep doing more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We should have something pretty big coming in March. So for Boys and Girls Club.
So I just realized that when this podcast is going to go live, it's going to be New Year's.
Yeah.
So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh. It's like it's already 2023.
I know.
Does anyone at this table actually set like New Year's resolutions?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have one for this coming year?
Oh, well, I've never set New Year's resolutions in the past, but I feel like this was the time to do it. You know, this was like the first year I've been out on my own this past 2022. Yeah. Or, I mean, I've always been on my own for the past like 3 years, but in terms of being away from family and other people to support me if I'm struggling, then like this is the first year I've ever done that. So, I think 2023 was a good start, you know what I mean, for me to start a resolution. So I think one of the things for me personally, and I don't know if you want to go around the table and talk about everybody's resolutions, but mine personally is to develop a lot more self-discipline within my own mental, because I personally have a lot of problems when it comes to just saying no to myself. Like, for example, if it's like 9:30 p.m. and I haven't eaten at all today, and I'm like, man, I'm going to go get some Taco Bell. And instead, like, I could say no, like, let me just cook up a pack of ramen, or let me just see what I got in the fridge at home. Stuff like that. And like also using my time wisely and a lot better, instead of sitting at home and watching Netflix and watching YouTube and trying to entertain myself. This is one of the things I tried to preach on the kids, and it's kind of funny because a lot of the stuff I was saying to the kids is like stuff that I'm trying to help myself with. And it's like, I need to start using my time a lot more wisely and stop trying to entertain myself. And I think this goes this can be something a lot of other people can use, is like, there are too many people trying to be entertained and trying to distract themselves with entertainment that you are forgetting that, like, you need to be the one to entertain. You need to be the one that's out there creating the content and being the entertainer instead of wasting your time becoming entertained. Now there is, like, you know, time to be entertained. To be
able to devote to that.
You know what I mean? But wasting your perfectly good years, especially in our youth, on watching hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of streamed content is a waste of our time. So that's what I'm going to work on in 2023. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent.
No, I love it. I love it.
I mean, mine's kind of piggyback off that because, like, I'll literally, like, go upstairs or to eat or whatever, and, like, I'll have YouTube, like, just right there while I'm eating.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I always have to consume content, and, like one of mine is to consume less content overall. Because, like, I'll just sit on TikTok, and then, like, an hour's gone.
Yeah.
Just, like, how'd that even
and
happen?
That's,
or,
I like how you brought up food, because that's the biggest driver for it, is all like, I need to go get some food, and when I get home, I want to watch something while I eat. But when you do that, you're like, finish your food, and then you're like, let me get another episode in. Let me get another episode in. And then I'm like,
I'm still eating.
And then it's like 10 p.m. You're like, man, where did my evening go?
3 meals, a couple snacks.
Yeah, dude. That's one of mine. And then some of the other ones for me, like, content-wise, for me, I want to, because, like, I've been uploading consistently for a while, but, like, a more consistent basis. Like, sometimes, like, I'll post like I'll be like twice a day, or just be one every other day, or, like, I haven't found, like, what I want to do in correlation to consistency of the posting content, if that makes sense. So I really want to pick one and stick with it for a whole month, and then see, like, at the end of the month what that analytically looks like,
translates to,
and what it translates to, and then, like, next month try, like, if I can, like, 2 a day, or, like, for example, like, January 1 a day, and then, like, February 2 a day, or whatever, and then see the correlation and what works best for me. So it's more, not really like it's more of like a figuring out than a.
It sounds more like an accountability.
Like I want to keep myself more accountable and being more consistent on my consistency. And if that makes sense.
Because, and I definitely get what you're saying, because like, people will say, all right, let me start posting one YouTube video a week, and they'll do it, but then they'll fall off. And that's what you're talking about, right? Is that fall off.
I want to find that sweet spot that I know I can obtain, and that is also working analytically, because, like, I could just post one TikTok a month. I could do that, but that's not going to work analytically. Like, that's not going to do anything for you, really. So, like, I want to find that perfect sweet spot, at least in, like, the first half of the year, and then try the second, like, by the second half of the year, just being consistent on that is, like, kind of my content thing. And then just, like, my lifestyle. Like, I go to the gym, but it's more of like a, I'll just go to the gym today. Like, it's like a random Wednesday, and I'm just like, okay, I'll go, and then, like, I won't go for, like, 2 days or 3 days, and then I'll be, I should probably go to the gym today, or, like, so I don't, like, stay, like, more consistency in my life is really the whole motto for 2023. Be more on schedule, on consistency, than just wake up, scroll TikTok. I guess I'll go to the gym today, or, like, I, like, you know, like, I was like, I get a lot of it is like, I guess I'll go to the gym today, or, like, whatever, but have, like, a more consistent
having
schedule.
a game plan with your daily day to day.
Cool. So I'm not usually a huge, like, New Year's resolution person, because I feel like you can make a goal at any point, right? Like, I don't like to define myself to, like,
another side of the table, because you're spitting some fire to me right now.
But I will say, because I'm back in school, I do think kind of on the quarter semesterly basis, and, like, what are my goals? And so, like, over the summer, so I was never, like, a runner or anything like that growing up. Like, I played tennis, but, like, you know, like,
you were running miles this summer.
Yeah, so this summer I was like, you know what? Why am I telling? And then this kind of comes back to what you were talking about today with the kids, Kingston. But, like, why am I self-limiting myself? Like, why am I telling myself I'm not a runner? Like, I can do whatever the heck, like, I want, you know? And so this summer I ran 100 miles. I was really proud of myself, because, like, you know, in gym class, like, I ran a mile, like, once a year, right? You know, like, out of obligation. And so I think I'd like to get back into that this upcoming year, and I think this quarter my school schedule will permit that. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into that, because I feel like I regressed a little bit. And so I'd like to run a 5K. Like, I've never, like, run in a race. I've volunteered in a lot of races, but I've never, like, been with the group and, like, felt that energy, you know? And, like, I want the satisfaction of running through the finish line, getting the little medal, and being like, heck yeah, I did that. So that's one thing for 2023. And then the other thing, so ever since I was in 6th grade, I told myself for the rest of my life, I'm going to volunteer at least 100 hours a year. And so that is something I would like to continue this upcoming year as well. So.
Okay, before we move to Kingston, can you tell us what went into running 100 miles in a summer?
What was the summer? Like,
Yeah.
what were the dates? Yeah, like
from like the day school got out in May to the day before school
okay, so
started.
like school summer. Okay.
So like what?
Yeah, so like 3 months.
Yeah.
So,
How much did you have to run every day to hit 100 miles?
well, I will definitely say at the beginning I wasn't really running.
Oh.
So it was like
okay.
a big makeup game for myself. But I'll say, like the first 2 or 3 weeks, I got a gym membership, right? Number one, you get a membership to the gym. And the first 2 or 3 weeks were really hard. Like I was running like, I couldn't even run a mile without.
Were you
like,
just
having
running
to
like on a
stop.
treadmill at the gym? Okay.
Yeah. So, especially it gets hot here in the summer. It's like I don't want to run outside.
Oh God, in
and
Arizona.
yeah, people don't know you're running in Arizona.
Yeah.
Not in, like
Not
KC.
KC.
Oh, yeah,
right.
facts.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's a
So-
different heat to run through.
Yeah, that's a different kind of heat. So, and then I had this like breakthrough where I was like, I think I can run another half a mile today. And then all of a sudden one day I ran for an hour.
Nice.
And I like turned around and I was like, how the heck did I do that? But it was like the consistent, probably like running 4 or 5 times a week for like 2 or 3 weeks before I kind of like broke through and I could run like 2 miles or 2.5 miles, like 2 3/4 miles. And then I could run like 5.5 miles, And it happened. And so then it was easier getting the miles at the end. Because at the beginning, it doesn't feel like you're making any progress. But yeah, so if I can do it, you guys can do it. If you are so inspired, you guys can do it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm like literally not a runner. And it happened. So
I'm glad you're running, Lissa,
Yeah.
but
I'm like, I like using the stair stepper for cardio for me.
I'm an elliptical
that's
bro.
a
person.
I
killer.
love
Oh, yeah.
basketball.
But then you never get to the top. It's so not satisfying.
But like, so
You're
so
just
for me,
going and going.
cardio.
Why are
Like-
you climbing stairs that
Yeah.
don't go
You don't
anywhere?
go anywhere. The thing with like, when you're running on a treadmill, it's like you get the little dots.
can see the
you get
little-
dots of like you're accomplishing something.
But like, I mean, I can climb Mount Everest in my mind, right?
Lots of different ballgames.
I guess
There-
I don't know.
there's
Like,
some
People
Stairmasters.
die.
There's Stairmasters out there that'll give you like a video of whatever
Oh,
you're
really?
climbing, so you can
More
like see.
satisfying.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, like
mine,
I
mine's
wouldn't know.
about
I
as
don't
basic,
mess
like
with those
on,
Stairmasters.
off, up, down. Like that's
Yeah.
what my stair.
or like they
stepper
got the
looks like.
bike machines that like
Yep.
they have like the little biker.
You can do
dude.
like a-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least the treadmill, like it's like you're like running on the little
Yeah.
treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're running.
Do
by
you
people.
ever run with incline?
On accident, I did once. I was like, why am I so tired? And I was like, why am I so exhausted? It was only like,
I'm like, oh, I have a
Wait.
3 incline.
yeah, like a 2 or 3% incline. I was exhausted at the end. I was
Yep.
like, I have regressed. And then I looked at the machine. I was like, oh,
Like this one's
that's
slanted.
why.
Have you heard of the like? It's like 3 incline, 3 speed, 30 minutes or whatever. Like it's like a walking,
Yeah.
like a speed walking
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
30 minutes. I started doing that
Yeah.
because I was just I don't even do 30 minutes. I just do an anime episode. Like so I just put like so like anytime I'm on the stair stepper. So
Yeah.
like anime if you read subtitle you have to read it.
Yeah.
So like that distracts me
Oh
from
my
like
God.
the cardio because I'm locked in, bro. I'm
Yep,
reading.
you're
Bro, like
reading,
they're
you're
literally
watching,
in battle. I'm reading. I don't even know. And then like the episode ends, and then I'm like, wow, my legs hurt. I'm like, wow. But like that's how I get through my cardio. Is I just watch an anime episode, and I'm done. So
All right, Kingston, what's your New Year's resolution?
So, I'm usually very anti New Year's. Matter of fact,
That's how I've always
Yeah.
been. Okay.
my first clip that went like had some numbers was me talking about how I'm an anti New Year's resolution because I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you letting a date on the calendar define when you
Yeah.
can start doing something?
Right.
It doesn't need to be a Monday. It doesn't need to be a new day or no. You can choose to do that today. And I'm still very behind that. My mindset going into the year though is
Yeah.
honestly, the umbrella is practice what you preach. I noticed that this year was probably the most I have ever given advice or guided someone and then turned around and realized I should probably be doing this myself.
Yeah.
I told everybody, yo, YouTube's going to be the platform that pops off. Everybody get on YouTube. And then people looking at my YouTube channel like, well, are you here? What's going on? Or I'll get on my stream and I'll be like, yo, we should do this, we should do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like encouraging all these people to do it. And then I'm like, yo, I'm tired. I got to go do something. And I've either made up excuses, or what I really do a lot, which is another thing that I'm going to try to work on, is redlining. Sometimes I get so focused on a subject or a task or whatever, I don't see anything else around me. I'm like that with the gym. There's times I'll get into my motion in the gym. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. Don't talk to me. I'm not about it. There's probably about 4 hours out of the day where you will not be able to communicate with me because I have my phone offline and I'm using Spotify that I've already downloaded. Don't interrupt this time. And if I turn my phone on and I'm getting blown up by text messages, it better be for real. Yeah. Because if it's, hey, what's up? What have you been up to? Oh, you're not answering? We have issues already.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's how I am with so many things that I love. So I want to start to regulate and balance that so I can, go to the gym and enjoy it in that time and not be like I'm on an island by myself, or go into work or produce content, all of that, and still stay very even keeled to where I'm not just an online person, but I'm also not just a gym person. I'm not just, I want to be me. I want it to be even keel. I want it to be cool. And then also, I want to put the team on the map. Like that's a huge, everything that we have going on, everything that we've talked about in front of doors, behind closed doors, is something that resonates all the way down to my DNA. And I really, really just want us to, like, I don't care how hard it's going to be. I know it's going to be hard. We're in an industry that blew up because everyone was at home and needed something to do. Now everybody's at home living life, and we have to cultivate that into like, okay, we can be part of that life that you're going out and doing. I just want it to be everywhere. I don't want people to question like, oh, the Pioneer. Oh, like, what do you guys do? No,
what are the Kansas City Pioneers?
I want to walk in Target and see a kid with a hat on.
Yeah,
like that's what I want to see. So that's my, I guess, roundabout resolution. Really, it doesn't matter that the year is coming. It's just what I've been focused on for sure.
I agree with that. That's how, so for mine, like with the content thing, I knew, obviously, Christmas, holidays. So, like, I didn't want to, I feel like it was a good time for me to start next year because I knew, like, I've only streamed, like, once in the last, like, week, which is uncommon for me. But
you on
like,
the Matt Ness schedule. But he streamed once every 2.5 years.
Yeah, once every 2.5 years, you'll see me in 2025.
And it'll be a banger stream, and then he'll be gone.
It's gone.
Do you stream?
Yeah, I streamed 2 nights ago.
Yeah, he streamed the other night. He literally added Nick. That was my favorite. The way you announced that you were streaming.
Oh, I said add Nick. Nick isn't streaming for the rest of the year, so I will.
Yeah.
Matt probably made me the maddest on his stream.
Really?
Than I've ever been.
It's because I'm good at it.
No.
It's because he's stop. He's very good at it.
Yeah.
He got a little backing track. He was on Halo Forge creating this, and he was in his zone. I was like,
you know what it is?
I threw you on my
What's
TV.
a secret, Matt?
You know what it
how
is?
hard
What's
it
a
is.
secret?
It's because I've been watching YouTube and Twitch content and consuming this content for the past 10 years.
Yep.
It's in your DNA.
Like, it's just in my DNA. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest misconception is about me personally. And I think other social media people in this industry that maybe work for brands, like a lot of people that are my age, that are in my position in social media, it's not a bad thing. Or, okay, let me say this again. It's not like, don't look at social media managers that have only 300 followers on Twitter and be like, okay, let's not hire this person.
He's only a behind the
They don't
camera person.
know. Yeah. Like, there's people that know their game, but they, like what you said earlier, like practice what you preach.
Yeah.
They're just preaching it. They ain't practicing
Yeah.
it. Like, that's me.
I mean,
I know my shit, but
guys,
I'm not necessarily.
Snacks. Jeremy, he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
I didn't know
most
that.
people don't know that, and it's like, why do you think Guys Snacks Twitter is actually hilarious?
Yeah.
Because there's a stand-up comedian running the account. So it's like, I'm with you. And that's why I was like, no, you're streaming tomorrow.
No,
Because
but I am
like,
streaming more. Expect more.
I was sitting there. It's so hard to throw Twitch on my TV, and I'm like, I'm putting Matt on the main stage. I'm putting him on the TV right now while I'm getting some work done, because why are you not doing this more? But I know everything else that you do. So it's like probably being engaged in front of another screen at home and having to manage all of it, it's it's probably just nice to sit back and watch something.
No,
So I
yeah.
get it.
Like
So I get it.
yesterday, you were expecting me to be live again, but
I mean, I said it in chat.
I am. Oh, you did? Were you in my channel yesterday?
Because you said something. You're like, yeah, it's probably gonna be another while till I stream again, something like that. And I said, no, you're streaming tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I remember when you said that. Yeah. Nah, I was going. Like, I left the office yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go home and stream. But then I got home, and it's just a whole different story because I was like, man, I'm so
Matt,
tired.
What distractions are at home? You have the house to yourself.
There's no distractions, but I was tired.
Yeah.
Like, I was just tired. I didn't want to sit there and talk to people and just talk, because like I realized after that first stream I did in the past 2 years that streaming is just talking.
Yeah.
You are just talking the entire time. And I do a lot of that already here.
Yep.
And to do it for an extra 3 to 4 hours at home, it was just a whole other ball game. So, but I'm going to come back to it. I will. Amen. I promise.
Amen.
But I wanted to talk about how, because I agree with you that people shouldn't set their goals around a New Year's resolution. And I agree with that. I am looking at it, and I think everybody else should look at it this way, is your New Year's resolution shouldn't be about writing out a list of goals you want to achieve this year. It should be about using the beginning of the year as a time, as a way to track the time.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
okay, at
This
January
is
1st,
ground
2023,
zero.
this is ground zero. This is where I started. Let me come back next year. Because whenever you start things just in the middle of the year, unless you wrote that down like on a Google Doc or in your notes or somewhere, you will forget exactly what day that was, unless it was like a special day, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
So like I talked about the gym. I started that in November, the week before Thanksgiving. Like, I've been going to the gym, not necessarily just the gym, because I know myself and I get like bored going to the same gym, same routine, same workout. So then like instead of like sticking to a super consistent like Mondays, back and buys only.
Yeah.
Like, I just kind of like the other day, I was just like, it was nice. I was 64 degrees
my
out.
God,
yeah,
I was
so
like, I'm
much.
not going to the gym. Like, I'm going to go. And I like went to our football field and there was like tires there. So I like flipped tires and did like stadiums. I just did like,
holy Jesus.
so like, I really enjoy just like working out, not like working out whatever I want to work out. It's not like I only do arm day, but like, I like
It's your favorite
like going
day, though.
on. Yeah, I'm like, it's 64 degrees outside. I don't care that I should be doing back and buys today. I want to go and do this instead. And so like that's really helped me. Even like I'm still consistent working out every body part, but like getting to just decide what I want to do is instead of like sticking to a routine plan like I always have. They're like, you do this and this day every single day for the rest of your life. Like, just
Do you and the wifey tag team the gym?
sometimes. We both, so like my parents pay for the Y. They have like a whole Y membership.
Oh.
But then me and her have another.
Y'all got
so-
that family package, huh?
Yeah, my mom. Yeah,
Clutch
the
performance.
Y. So the YMCA is only a 4-minute drive from my house.
Lucky.
Oh.
But then the drive to, it's called OGKC. It's the Olympic Gym of Kansas City.
Okay.
It's like, it's kind of down by Zona Rosa ish, and like that's a lot further for me. So like getting there and working out with her is a lot longer of a trip. So like usually I get off work, I go to the gym. Usually go to the Y because it's only 5-minute drive instead of 25. So I just go there, work out super quick, get home, shower, eat, stream. Is like a usual or like a normal day.
Because you work from home too, right?
Yeah. From 8 to 4:30, then gym usually like 4:30 to like 6ish,
Six-ish.
and then like shower, eat, and then stream on by like 7.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's like
Keep
that's
grinding.
what. So like that's what like we were talking about being more consistent. Like I started it in like Thanksgiving, but when it came to like the content specific stuff, I knew when Christmas came around, because my girlfriend Ashley, they have like 7 like Christmas like dinners,
get-togethers
like
and,
like I just know that I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stream, not gonna upload as much,
And it's just
I
not
don't
setting yourself up for
yeah.
success.
So like I didn't want to like start it and then just be like end of the month. I didn't want to end December being like, oh well, I just crashed or whatever. Like I just want to like, boom, January, like the holidays are done, like time to go. So, but yeah, that's kind of like that's my like gym life, I guess.
Gym
Even
life,
though it's
baby.
not even like a gym life
So-
though. I just kind of do whatever I want.
So
really.
I have to ask,
Uh-huh.
all conference, all district, offensive lineman.
I was.
Number
Wait,
74.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You're
Come on,
all what?
For 3 years.
All conference.
All like three different things.
Bro, I was all district punter.
And
Wait, what?
I didn't even get to that yet.
Yeah.
So
That's low key my favorite achievement. I made all district punter,
it's
bro.
just like every time they show the Andy Reid like old clips, they show him doing the punt passes.
Yeah, bro.
Look at Andy Reid. But with that, was that the birth of your gym life, gym membership, like all of that, or did that start even because you've been playing football? It feels like your entire
I've been playing. I played football. I played flag football. When does flag football even start? Like 6, 7?
It was flag football in my school district started in like 3rd grade.
Yeah. So like whenever flag football became,
It was definitely
possible,
elementary school,
Yeah.
and then like when you hit junior high / middle school, they're like,
middle
all
school
right,
is
now you can
pads.
throw the pads on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. Well, actually, I was playing in pads in like 4th grade.
I have a story after this.
But-
Sorry, keep going.
But like, so I started and I played baseball, I played soccer, I played like every sport as a kid. And then obviously you can't just play every single sport going like sports don't align, whatever.
Yes,
So
you
I
can.
ended up just like football, wrestling, and then baseball and track and I had to pick between baseball and track later, but I just played those like all growing up. And then I gave up basketball for wrestling and then I stuck with football and then I gave up track for baseball. But then by senior year, I only played football because I rotated my spine. So,
Oh
like,
God.
I injured my spine. So like, I have a lot of injuries.
I
don't
bro,
know. I don't know if you're
feel
that
you.
list.
So how many multi-sport athletes do we have here?
And like
No,
here?
like right here at this table.
I think just you 3.
I dabbled in some other sports in middle school, but by
What
high
does that mean?
school-
Why did you say it like that?
I
dabbled.
Well,
Right,
I
like-
played softball. So I went to a small school.
Okay.
So, like I graduated with 48 kids in my class, and so I did try softball because they didn't have enough girls for a team, and so I was the only sophomore, and there were like I don't know how many you need, 9, 10, like senior girls, and so I thought like if I try out for the team, then I let them have a team, someone to play in college. Like I would make all these upperclassmen friends.
Okay.
And so I typically don't say I played softball because I couldn't. It was not my skill set.
Oh,
So-
okay. Okay. So that's the dabbling.
Yeah. So
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
dabbled too. Okay.
Okay.
I dabbled in flag football.
Yep.
When I
Got in
was
the mix.
in 3rd grade. That's
Yep.
why I
Third
remember.
grade?
That's why you
we're
knew
going
that.
Back.
And I quit the first day of practice because a kid pantsed me
no.
when we were in line, like getting gear or something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like. I thought you were gonna say he was like going for the flag and he like grabbed your pants
No,
instead.
just-
but, like
just to
no,
do
you
it.
were
Out
just
of
in
nowhere,
line.
he was just like, "I'm a pantsless
Man.
guy."
Oh,
I hope that
Dropped
I
me.
hope that kid.
And then
stubbed
I
his
was
toe
like,
today.
"Yeah, this isn't the environment. This isn't the community for me. So I'm out."
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
man.
I hope that person hits you up to join the Pioneers so you can have a real conversation.
That's what, bro. I hope he
Nah,
stubs
he's
his
probably
toe.
some meth head stuck in Carthage, Missouri, or something.
Oh gosh.
No. So I also dabbled in soccer whenever I was like 6th grade or so.
Yeah.
That wasn't for me, so I dropped out like the 2 days later.
Yeah.
The only thing that's been for me is band
Yeah.
Yes,
the
sir.
marimba.
and ping pong.
I got denied to join. Like I never did band, but I had choir.
Oh,
And-
band was my
And
jazz.
dude, in middle
Yeah.
school, I walked it. We were all like, it was kind of a troll. We were walking in to try out for the honor choir, and the like teacher was like, "Reid, why are you here?" I was like, "All right, sick." But I nailed the rhythm reading, like read in class or
Yeah.
rhythm reading. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
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 Like I nailed it. And he was like, "To be honest, I didn't even think you could do that." And I was just like, "Dude, kind of cracked that one out." Like, but like I couldn't sing, but it was just kind of like a troll. Like we were like trying out. Like
I
we
was
were
in choir.
trolling, but I can't sing.
I loved choir so much.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Like I had bass, right? Is that the lowest?
Yeah.
Baritone.
Yeah.
Bass or baritone?
Baritone is between
I was
between
alto and bass.
Yes, I was the bass, and I just felt like I was
Yeah.
in Halo. every
Alto,
single time
it
we
goes
sang.
it goes
Soprano.
bass, baritone, alto,
soprano.
Tenor.
tenor, and soprano.
Right.
Tenor is between alto and baritone.
soprano. Tenor's not high?
I think tenor is the high of the
soprano is the highest.
Yeah, soprano's the highest.
Yeah, but then I thought it went
Bass still-
soprano, tenor.
Alto, wait, soprano,
Soprano,
alto, tenor. Yeah, because now I'm thinking about how we stood in class, and now I'm remembering how we stood in class.
You're right.
I remembered all the
I
saxophones.
wasn't. I haven't been in choir since like ninth grade.
I never played soprano sax. My mom always wanted me to because of Kenny G.
Yeah.
I played alto saxophone. I played.
I forgot saxophones were like that.
I played tenor in jazz band. We didn't have a baritone sax, and then we had a bass clarinet to cover our bass part.
Did you have you ever played the Careless Whispers by George Michael on sax?
No.
Do you still have your sax?
No, I do not.
I was about to have you bring that in.
I'm going to be real, and this is going to be a spoiler alert to my parents. I sold it to get a drum set.
Nice.
I like that better.
But my grandma bought me a drum set.
Oh.
So I had to slowly move the pieces of the drum set that I bought into the set to make a mega set.
Oh.
So every once in a while, there'd just be like a new cymbal or a new drum, and my parents would be like, "Where did this come from?"
Wait, so did you have a double bass?
So my full kit.
That's awesome.
Double bass, 4 toms,
Damn.
2 4 toms,
Yeah.
and then
Wait, so you got a triple bass?
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
So I thought the set you bought was a double bass.
No,
Then your grandma threw in a whole other set, which made it a triple.
I was like,
I would still have that drum set to this day now if that was the
Okay.
case. But that was my Frankenstein set because it was 2 sets put together. But then I went and refinished all the wood and rewrapped it so it was all like the same set. Got all my cymbals together and all of that. And then like literally 2 years later, I moved from the house. So then I was like, I'm moving into a townhouse. I don't have a garage. I don't have any room to put this. So my parents held up for a little bit and they're like, hey, we're going to have this garage sale. Can we sell your drum set? And I was like, only if I get 100% of it.
Yeah, and it's also like pick your passions. too.
Yeah, because at that point in time, I was starting to get serious in wrestling. So
Yeah.
I was like, I can't take this drum set on the road with me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was, man, what a time. But band, man.
Band.
see, I was never really.
God, I loved band.
Like, so Ashley, my girlfriend,
was in band?
Like,
I could
no,
tell.
she wasn't in band, but she was in
She was
like
in color guard?
she was in honor choir. But like it's called sound like our choir.
Soundwave?
No,
Oh.
it was called Sound Express. But like our choir literally won like everything, like and our band like won like state like all 4 years.
That's how our school was.
Yeah,
with the choir.
like they went crazy, okay? And then so Ashley's always like, "Oh my god, I can't sing," or whatever. I'm like, "No, listen, I can't sing. Like, you can sing, I can't sing."
Especially in a choir setting, like your goal is to harmonize with the whole
Listen and
band.
blend.
Yeah, and she's always like, "Oh my god, like I can't sing," and I'm like, "No, you can sing. Like, stop. I'm the one that can't sing." So, but I was never a choir or like I did choir because I had to, but I never played. Like I never played in the band, and I was never.
What about you, Lissa? What extracurricular activities were you involved in school, other than the occasional softball dabbling?
I know, yeah. So I played high school tennis. I was the editor of my yearbook, and most of my time I spent actually planning citywide food drives for Operation Breakthrough. It's a project I inherited.
You
from
are such a
Jeremy.
better human being than all of us.
In high school?
Wait,
Oh my
Operation
gosh.
Breakthrough. Why do I know that?
Yeah, well, I know that
It's
too.
the single largest like child care site in Kansas City.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started
Wow.
that?
No, Jeremy did. That's why. That's yeah.
Oh,
So
wait, Jeremy started
Jeremy
that?
he
started?
started the project. So like he basically it was called Trick or Treat So Kids Can Eat, and basically imagine like different.
Who's
high
coming up
schools.
with these bars?
No, okay. So hear me out. Hear me out.
Treat so kids can eat.
Yeah,
Yo.
it was really cute. So basically, all these different high schools would compete against each other on the weekend of Halloween. They would camp out at a respective grocery store to see who could sell the most bags of pre-made food versus the Operation Breakthrough and Harvesters would want. And so Jeremy started this project, and then he graduated. I'm a couple years younger than him. He's like, Lissa, you're going to take on this project. And I was like, no, like I didn't like to talk to people. I was super introverted. Like I saw Jeremy, he was talking on the news. He was coordinating meetings with adults. And I was
Jeremy
like, that's
is a Chad.
right?
Bro, when
But then-
we're in TwitchCon, man, holy, he was him.
Oh yeah,
But
he hasn't
continue.
changed. So anyway, love you, Jeremy. But anyway, so I took on this project after he graduated, and yeah, I mean that's kind of how I got here and I built this like project plan, like this 40-page thing, and I like made little job descriptions. And
In high school?
yeah, like I was spending hundreds of hours of my life doing
Dude, I was
this.
just like putting on
Wow.
So
cleats.
it was
Yeah,
like
I was like-
putting on
tennis and
cleats
the
and,
It
like-
was like playing basketball with the friends in
Yeah.
the park.
She's making
That's
40
good.
page
Yeah.
like
No, but it was cool.
prompts.
Like the food drive, like it would feed Operation Breakthrough Kids for half a year. Like the amount
Wow.
of food that we collected.
That's insane.
Wow.
So cool.
High
So-
school students doing God's work.
Right.
Dude,
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
So is that what led you here?
Yeah. So ever since high school, Jeremy is like, because again, he had the idea, right? He started this thing, and it became an annual food
Wait,
drive.
were you and Jeremy both in high school or
Yeah.
like
The same
together?
high school.
Why
He's
did
a couple
Jeremy
years
start
older
it?
than me.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
was it for a class
no,
project?
it was not for a class project.
He just-
He just woke up.
On a whim, I'm gonna start feeding some kids.
Dang.
We have to ask Jeremy, but honestly, that's a
maybe
good
not
question
that
to ask.
Not that deep, but
No,
like,
I
like-
don't know, but I think he probably volunteered at Operation Breakthrough or something. He was just looking for a way to give back to the community. You know, he has a
Damn.
bunch of energy. You know, I mean, he was doing sports and stuff too.
So
But
that's how you and Jeremy meet was in high school. Was
No.
in high
Nah,
school.
they're-
But in high school.
No.
right?
Jeremy's my cousin.
They're family. You didn't know this?
Wait, I didn't know you were like actually
I had
related.
family dinner
I
with
just hit
him
the
last
mic. I don't know
night.
how.
And his
so,
mom.
So when you said that to me, I just thought it was like
No, I'm like serious.
Thought she was trolling?
no, not trolling.
You're like
I
a
just
friend, like a
yeah, like a
cousin?
friend. Like I have
No.
I have friends that come over for like family dinner.
You call
or,
them
like-
cousins?
No, I just, like,
I mean, we do.
I mean,
but
I
that's
don't
a whole
call.
different.
I don't call them cousins. They're just like it's like my bro.
Yeah.
I guess. They're
Yeah,
like-
they're cousins.
But
I mean-
okay, that
But
I didn't like continue.
It's
So
like how
anyway,
it's
so-
like how every black uncle has a nephew, and it could be anyone in the room.
but it was really cool. And so like ultimately like the food drive, like we partnered with Harvesters too, and they said it was like the food drive of the year, like
Wow.
Harvester, like biggest
Wow.
food bank in the Midwest. And they're
Yeah.
like, so all these accolades, like I was honored like by Congress for it. Like I flew out to DC.
What?
Dude,
Did you shake hands with the president too?
No, just a congressman.
Oh my god!
Just the
Yeah, just a
congressman.
congressman.
So
I
anyway-
shook hands with my
Sorry,
coach.
congressman.
Like that's all I was doing in high school.
But anyway, so ever since then, Jeremy's like, you know, I had the idea, you had the infrastructure, you understood how to build. He's like, one day we're gonna run a startup together. I was like, whatever, Jeremy, you know, like fine. And then like, gosh, 6-7 years later, he calls
And
me
you're
up
running
one
a
day,
startup
and I'm like
together.
working in corporate America. He's like, Lissa, I found the startup. Like I'm a founder of the esports team. Like you're gonna come on, you're gonna bring the structure, and you're gonna help build it. And I was like, this is not the one, Jeremy. Like I'm not a gamer. Like you know, I had Nintendogs on my my Game Boy DS. Like that is my level of gaming, right? And like he was just, you know, Jeremy very persistent, right? He's like, no, Lissa, like this is the one. And anyway, we're about 2.5 years in, and here we are. So
Yeah.
wow,
nuts.
I did not know. Wow, dude, like wow.
Yeah, and then
Like I'm just wow. I'm just
and then
wow.
Lissa and Sam went to elementary
we
school
went to
together.
preschool together.
Yeah, preschool.
And through like second grade, I think Sam left. And there's cute little pictures of us playing soccer. if
Yeah.
you can find one.
Really.
Yeah.
I've seen
I guess
them.
I dabbled in soccer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The researcher in me right now, that's like, how did I not know all this? This
How
was
did-
incredible.
Okay, like I knew you and Jeremy were like tight. Like I knew you guys
Yeah.
prior. KCP had like
Yeah.
some
He's
kind
in
of
the
some
photo
kind of
albums,
like
you know?
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know.
It's-
I
it's
didn't know
gone
it
back
was
for a while.
legit like your cousin.
Like my whole life.
hey, breaking
Okay,
news.
I didn't know that.
Like family events
Wait,
and stuff like
wait,
that.
so
course.
he's there.
the
Food drive.
the food drive.
Yeah.
Jeremy like had the idea or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you
he did it
the
for
structure.
1 year, and then I built it for 2 years, then trained
Was
a leadership
it?
team.
Was there any? Because you guys were in high school.
Yeah.
Was there any adult
No.
like?
No.
Wow.
No adult supervision.
No adults. Not
No.
like
No,
so.
I remember, guys. I remember like I was having this meeting. There was like the volunteer coordinator for Operation Breakthrough, the volunteer coordinator from Harvesters, and me. And I was like running a meeting
Wow.
like during my lunch hour, and I was like, I don't even know, like, am I allowed to like drink water? Like, I had
Right.
no idea how to like run a meeting, right?
Wow.
I'm just like,
Do you
these are all the
think-
things that I need. Like, can I ask adults for like flyers? Like, can I ask them to do something for me?
That's
you
actually
know?
insane.
Do
It
you
was really
think?
cool.
Do you think that experience in high school versus the experience you've gained in college has helped you in your professional business career?
I think it.
Which one do you
fundamentally-
think has helped more?
Well, I think that experience of, you know, like I was the little kid, like I was the one hiding behind the laptop
Yeah.
typing. You know, I was not the one who wanted to talk on the news or anything
Yeah.
like that. But you know, I realized, you know, if I don't step up and do this, like these kids aren't going to have food. And I think that was like a really motivating moment for me. And I think that fundamentally changed the way I looked at myself and what I was capable of doing. And so I think that helped instill a lot of self-confidence to help me get through like to college, right? And like have leadership opportunities there.
Also like college interviews and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. And I did similar things in college too. Like I led 5Ks for Hospice of the Valley's pediatric unit. I led picnics for foster kids, like 100-person events. Like it's kind of weird when I'm not planning an event, honestly.
So do you still work on it? Or have you passed it along to someone else now? Like, have you already passed it to you?
Yeah, who's running the show now?
Yeah, because
now that the Termins are gone.
Is it even still a thing? Like,
I think that especially with COVID, I think it stopped. But I know it carried on for at least 3 or 4 years after me, which is really, really cool.
That's insane.
That's
actually
crazy.
legendary.
Yeah, really cool. So, I'm just glad that I got to kind of help.
Yeah, shake hands with the congressman.
Yeah, shake hands with the congressman.
Reid, guys, going to DC, they put the medal on your neck. You're like, I've peaked.
Reid won all district kicker
and
got a handshake from the coach.
Yeah, bro.
That's
all district punter, baby.
That's so impressive.
Thanks, coach. I appreciate
I couldn't do that. So
I mean,
what's insane is that I open with saying that you're one of the hardest working people that I know, and I never get to witness it. And this is like such the
yes.
No pun intended. Medal on the chest of that statement, because they hear all of this. It's like you never know. You never know how like any of us could be seated at this table. What we went through, the journeys that we have, whether if it's the sports, the music, the athletics, the games, or literally just being a great human being and being charitable and being driven by that generosity. It's absolutely insane. And to sit here and hear, these aren't even far stories. These are stories that happened just a little while ago.
Yeah.
These are accomplishments that
these aren't
just
like
happened.
back in my day type of stories.
This isn't reliving the glory days. This is literally, this is something I just did. And this is something that you enjoy doing. So you're going to continue. We did it today.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's mind blowing to me. It's really mind blowing to me.
Like, so for me, back to football, I chose gaming over football for school. So like I could have gone and played D1 football, or I could go and play on an esports team. And I was like, I mean, you guys, D1 football schedule is not real. Like I wouldn't have been able to play video games.
Wait, you could have played D1 football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reid, you could have.
Did you not hear me earlier? Did you not hear me earlier? All conference, all district.
But I didn't know that
3 years.
I didn't know he was getting offers from D1 schools.
Yeah, but I like thought and specifically one of the schools I was really thinking about was Missouri State. And I had a current friend that was literally there, and he gave me like his schedule. Like this dude is like waking up at 4 a.m. also eating the insane amount of calories to gain weight, just like random weight.
Yep.
And like he left high school probably like 250, and he's like 350, and I'm just like, and he's getting up at 5 a.m., going to bed at like 11, and most of it is like 2 to 3 workout sessions plus practice plus school, and I'm just like, I could do that, or I could go game and play video games, and like that was kind of like the decision for me. I love football, and I miss it now, especially, but I am glad that I chose gaming, because I know in the long run, I would much rather, because like, I mean, what are the chances of someone making it to the NFL draft, or making it even to the draft, let alone play in the NFL?
I don't know, dog. Have you seen some of the kickers in the NFL right now?
Maybe. But I was just thinking about like I enjoyed football and gaming evenly, but longevity, I can't play football for my entire life.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can play video games or do content for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And so like, people say like, you don't have to make big decisions. You don't have to know what you want to be when you grow up. But for sure, that was a moment in my life where I was picking 2 paths. Like if I went and played D1 football, I would most likely not be here.
Yeah.
Let alone playing Overwatch and leading into like being good at Overwatch, which then led me into
You like met LJ at like a
Yeah,
Overwatch
I met LJ at an Overwatch tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a video, and Sam's running with the video
Oh,
recording.
yeah,
Sam's recording, and I'm like dabbing up LJ, and I'm like meeting him or whatever,
Did
and
you
just
know who
explaining.
he was?
I
Or
mean,
just
he
randomly meet him
well,
and
like
then
how we met was him explaining what KCP was,
Okay.
and since then, when we met at that Overwatch, well, it was called KC Game On. It's sort of like huge tournament they run, like in a whole bunch of tournaments. They had an Overwatch one, and I went to Park University.
This was 2019, right?
Yeah, 2019. And so I then met LJ through that, and he was talking about how they're doing a
Esports and gaming organization.
esports and gaming org, but no, like content
creator.
recruitment challenge.
Oh,
Recruitment challenge.
okay.
Oh, you were part
Sorry,
of that.
sorry.
I was like, did you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Reid.
I
You're
was.
the
I was a
first
part of the
content creator.
yeah,
How
yeah.
you picked up with that?
Like 10
Was
or
it you and
something.
Fix-
10, 12, me, Frixie,
BNG?
I mean, BNG, Equus.
You know that like video,
Cam,
you know that video, Lissa,
Scrappy. I mean,
where it's like a
there's
bunch
lot.
of creators out on the streets of KC.
yeah.
that
That
all of
that
them.
group,
Yeah,
that
group
was the winner?
was the
Yeah.
first group of KCP.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
there's
was
even
like
more
before.
people than there was more than that. There was a lot of people,
There were a
and
lot of people in there.
so I had to make the decision as well. Again, like I could stay at Park, and then like what's my only like thing would be going pro in Overwatch,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to go pro in Overwatch. Like I was.
Thank God
pretty-
you didn't choose that. Now
Dude,
look at it.
no, like I knew. Well, first off, I really loved Call of Duty. I loved like playing GBs and like loved that, and then like transitioned to Overwatch, and like I had people on the Overwatch team really help me excel in Overwatch
Yeah.
as well, which really helped me become better at Overwatch, whatever. But it wasn't the game I saw myself going pro in. Like if I was to go pro in an esport, I saw myself being Overwatch.
It would probably be COD over
Yeah,
Overwatch.
like I would have picked and I could have played college COD as well, but like I love playing every single game.
Yeah.
Like I literally play all the story games. I love playing all story games, fighting games, first person shooters, battle royales, whatever. Like
I'm
I
like
love it
you.
all.
Yeah.
I love it all. So like I didn't want, if I went down this road, I was going to be stuck to one
Yeah.
video game. You go Overwatch Pro, you can't just then be like, oh, I play Overwatch once a week. Like it wasn't going to be like that. So then I knew when the content, the recruitment challenge came along that like, I think this is for me. I think this is better for me because I can play whatever I want. I can stream whatever I want, make whatever content I want. It's really just like up to you. Like do whatever you want. And now I'm doing it with like-minded people, all from where I'm from, Kansas City, which at the time, but I mean, still really besides there was no org in Kansas City at all. Like at that point in time, there was nothing. And then KCP, perfect. Everything was just aligning up. I knew, I mean, there were some other things going on with like collegiate esports is also very time consuming as well as, because they do treat it like a sport. Like I had to hit weight hours in like the weight room and stuff because you're considered a varsity athlete. So I had to grades, tutoring, all this and that. I had to do all that. But then I went to KCP and like I was just going to school. Like I just had to go to school. I didn't have to do all the extracurricular, and then everything else was like on me. So that was like very nice.
And that was actually something I was going to ask, because you didn't go to school for something very slight. Like you didn't go to school and be like, "Oh, I'm here for general studies."
Dude,
and this
cybersecurity.
Like you went in for
Oh.
cybersecurity on top of playing Overwatch at that
Those
level.
classes. So I'm not currently, I've dropped out as of right now, but I plan on going back and finishing. But I got offered a job from my dad's friend. He met this guy and he works for him. His name's Chad. And Chad knew I was in a predicament, and like I didn't really know if I wanted to keep doing cybersecurity because you have to take, for instance, I was taking 3 coding classes like at once.
Oh man.
So like
a lot.
I had Linux, C++, and Python.
So you're
in
learning
one.
3 different
Yeah.
lines of code.
So
At
imagine
the
learning
same-
Spanish, French, and
Right.
German at once.
Yeah.
And my brain, like I don't know why my counselor did this to me first off. Like I feel like it probably could have been avoided.
Yeah.
But like that semester like ruined and math. All my other classes were math. So because I had all my gen eds pretty much done between my first and like my first years. They were all done. So like it was mainly all curricular focused. Like I had an art class I had to go to, but like it was all math and coding. and my brain and my ability to want to
And then
continue
wanting to
that.
go in and play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sitting there like,
So like
all
it
I see
was
is the Matrix right now.
And then so like the job I do now, it's not cybersecurity, but it is IT based. And he was like, you already have like I had all the basics. And he's like, everything else you can learn on the job, and like we'll teach you and you'll learn. And then like if you decide to go back to school or to stay at this job, like we'll leave it up to you. So it was more of an a paid internship than it was a job at the time. But then I decided, I was like, this is pretty much what I want to do. Like not exactly the job, like cybersecurity and what I do, testing things with IT are different, but it's still an IT job. And it's experience, real world experience, which you don't get a lot.
Which that's what people look at, because when
Yeah.
you come out of school, they're like, well, you don't have any experience with this? Okay, cool. I'm
And
glad you learned about it.
Right.
And I thought for me, it was like, you can always go back to school. No matter how old you are, you can always go back and get a degree, whatever. But I can't always be on KCP and create content, or I can't always be like, who knows, like what will happen if I decided to not do the job and then do school?
Yeah.
Like, where would I be or whatever? So I am glad the decisions I made, and so like I just do that job. It's pretty fun, easy. I like my coworkers, so I have nothing to complain about that. So, and it's like I said, it's pretty much the job that I was going to school for, in a way. So that's also nice. So, but.
All right. So I got one more,
Okay.
and then we can sign out. Even the sun is signing out right now. It's like in my face. Okay, so we brought up MU Tiger 74.
This
Was
dates back.
that the OG gamer tag?
I've only ever had 2 usernames in my entire life.
and
Well, actually 3, because Xbox creates one for you. But like, it's just getting technical. That was Softbound Candy 2.
So-
was that Xbox name?
I remember mine too.
Do you remember
I
your
do not.
random one they give you?
Mine was Chintzy Warlock.
What?
okay,
See, yeah, mine was Softbound Candy 2, and I didn't change it. I
Yeah.
was like, I guess I'll roll with this.
Is
But
it just auto generated?
But I mainly played on PS3.
Yeah, it auto generates.
I only had an Xbox for Halo.
yes.
I only had an Xbox for
Yeah,
Halo.
no,
That was it.
I'm glad that at least you have played Halo, because
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
has never played Halo before Halo
Infinite was Nick's first ever Halo. and I
What?
was-
Yeah.
No, yeah, and I literally told him,
Yeah.
I said, bro, this doesn't even touch the
Okay,
cream
so
of the crop.
forget the ending question I had.
Well, I can explain Miami. It's super quick.
No. Well, so my question was, you went from that to now you're at Rhido. I wanted you to talk about what is like the biggest theme of transformation that you've had as a creator, as the gamer tag, as all of that. What do you feel embodies that transformation from that, and how do you want to capitalize on that?
So I think basing your name around not necessarily like just your content, but you in general. So at first I wanted to be Reid O, like Reido. Like that's what I
Rhido?
wanted. Yeah, like Rhido.
I like it.
But it's taken